Hello, it's Saturday afternoon. I'm just sitting here with a cuppa. I've been updating my website and working on my autumn program. So I decided to make a short video just to present my autumn plans to you. Yeah, so we're living in chaotic times. Just to give context, this is the 22nd of August. It's Saturday, the 22nd of August. We're still in 2020 and we're still right bang in the middle of this COVID 19 crisis. So none of us knew that this would go on so long. And yes, we are living in chaos. We're living in a time where there is a threat in the environment and where we're adapting day by day, week by week to changing regulations, changing theories on what we should be doing. So it's very chaotic, there's no doubt about it. And to say that we're stressed, well, that would be an understatement. What I would like to remind you, though, and you might not want to hear this, but you were probably stressed already. I mean, we have this fantasy now. I hear an illusion going around about, oh, I wish it was back to normal. And people seem to have an illusion that we were all living a blissfully carefree life before COVID, but really that wasn't the case. People were already stressed by health problems, stressed by relationship problems, financial problems, difficulty sleeping, difficulty with digestion, and all kinds of other issues. So, we weren't living in bliss. But this is stress upon stress. There is no doubt now. If you weren't stressed before, you almost certainly were stressed now. And in a way, those of us with a more nervous disposition who also already felt they were living in a dangerous world, well, to some extent, they've been vindicated because it seems we are living in a dangerous world. So, yeah, so I've given a lot of thought to my program for this term and ways that I can be of some help, and I've come up with two main themes. Not surprising, theme of turning inwards, and when we're living in a world which is very unstable, very unreliable, we really need to turn inwards to find an inner stability, to nurture our inner strength, and to really nurture our inner sources of stability. We also need to make sure that we're connecting with others in a meaningful way, connecting in a meaningful way with supportive others, so we find some stability in the outside world. So those are the themes, the two main themes. And there are three strands really to what I'm offering this term. And the first one is my yoga classes. So my yoga will continue from the middle of September in Canal Stores, Clones. But due to circumstances, the classes will be very small. So I'm also offering yoga online, and I'm really hoping that some of you will take that up. I know you might be a bit shy of cameras and shy of screens, but honestly, to practice yoga online is a lovely experience. I've had a lot of experience myself over the last few months, and it has been very positive. Uh, in terms as well of turning inside and nurturing your own sense of stability and resilience, I can't think of a better thing to do than yoga. I can speak from long experience, like I've been practicing yoga for more than 40 years, and it has always been a refuge. It has always helped me to remain steady in difficult times. To keep the mood reasonably steady, to keep emotional stability, to keep mental clarity, and really to keep me pretty darned healthy as well. So I couldn't think of a more helpful thing than yoga in these days. So that's one strand, that my yoga classes will continue. The second strand is a course that I'm offering, a 6-week course called Growing Resilient in Challenging Times. And this course it combines a lot of approaches, many of the approaches that I'm trained in. So it combines some mindfulness, some very gentle yoga, gentle movement, Gestalt, somatic experiencing, and also integrating a lot of the insights from modern neuroscience. It's really presenting a lot of strategies for resilience, and strategies which are both top down and bottom up. So if you're not sure of the difference there, top down approaches would be more cognitive approaches, sorting things out in our heads and trying to see things more logically, more realistically, and more positively also. And then the bottom up approaches are working with the the body and the breath and with gentle movement practices, and to stabilize the nervous system and to stabilize our whole physical system. So it's been one of the insights from psychotherapy and personal development in the last decade that really we need both approaches. The top-down approaches on their own, just sorting out our heads and our thoughts, will never be enough. We also need to work with the body, particularly if there's stress and trauma there, that we need to work with the nervous system to find real stability and real resilience. So that's the second thread. The third thread, the third strand of what I'm offering is one-to-one. And so as I continue to be available to do one-to-one work, either for yoga or stress management or somatic experiencing. And the difference now is though that I'm available online as well. So working with Zoom, I found myself for one-to-one sessions is very practical and can be very, it can be very supportive. So if you feel you want my support one-to-one, my support to help you reconnect with your innate capacity for resilience, then do contact me about one-to-one. So that's it, 3 strands: the yoga classes, the growing resilient in challenging times, and the one-to-one work. I'd love to hear from you, and especially if you're feeling a bit ragged around the edges, like if you're having difficulty sleeping, difficulty with digestion, or your mood is unstable, just a feeling that you're not handling life as well as you'd like to, I might be able to help. So I do hope you'll get in touch. Do look at my website. All the details will be there. It's www.ways2wellness.org, and there's 2 hyphens, so it's ways-to-wellness.org, and the times of the programs, the costs, and my contact details are there. Just a last word regarding the costs. I'm keeping the costs really low this term because I know for a lot of us there has been financial hardship and financial instability. But even so, if the costs are still beyond your means, do get in touch and we can negotiate what suits you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to hear from you, and take good care of yourself.